Gordon. Charles, we don't like to throw around the word dynasty loosely, but for the Chiefs, it applies. I mean, they're looking for their third title now in 5 years.
And with the way this league is configured now, it absolutely applies. I think you're totally on target. Remember, they lost a Super Bowl in there too. So to be back for the 4th time in 5 years in today's NFL, that's pretty incredible.
Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they were one of the heavy favorites to win the NFC, and they were able to get it done. And now they look for that elusive 6th Super Bowl title.
Remember, after going 5-0 in their first 5 appearances here, they've lost 2 straight. Super Bowl 47 to the Ravens in New Orleans and Super Bowl 54 to Kansas City in Miami. They'd love to start another streak like they had in the 80s when they won 4 Super Bowl titles.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown! Touchdown of the Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the 49ers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field.
Hey, Nicole.
Jake Moody now for the point after. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out at Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And he spoke very eloquently and passionately on Media Day about what a victory here would mean for him. He knows this just isn't any other game. This is the kind of game that stays with you for a lifetime. If there's anyone on this field tonight who's most ready for this moment, I think it's this man right here.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. But, Charles, you think about their impressive record, and then you look on the screen and see some of these injuries. That makes what they've done all that more impressive.
And when one of their starters or one of their key guys can't play, they miss him, but they just say, get well. We'll hold the fort until you get back, and the next person steps up into that void. This team has done a nice job all year long. No excuses, just performance.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And now it's scooped up by the 49ers. And they'll be inside the red zone with the ball at the 16-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They've got the ball in a great spot here, already inside the red zone following that fumble recovery. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there with an amazing diving catch. And the Niners will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Now Moody for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson, and into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they scored a touchdown. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick six here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
Moody good with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25. KC's offense ready to take over. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Mahomes now to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Understandably, pass rushers keyed up for this Super Bowl, but you can't do that.
And let's face it, no one wants to lose one of these quarterbacks early in this game. So you know they're going to be protected by the officials.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Pacheco gets it up the gut, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That play ended for a net loss thanks to Javon Hargrave. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Third down and 6. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way, because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
And Kelsey will have a Chiefs first down as the tackle is made at the 28-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Another punt. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and now this is scooped up by the 49ers. This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold the ball because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 18. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
And we are back. Biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, and both teams ready for the start of the second quarter. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Throw offside. McCaffrey's got it. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, it's Purdy. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. He's got the first down and more than that. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So a big play there on 4th, and now 1st and 10 at the 30. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 30 yards. And the 49ers continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Moody good with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a first down. Mahomes going to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Javon Hargrave able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss.
I did, Dan. I updated it.
Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 37. 22 yards there, a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. That is caught. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Javon Hargrave able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's got it. And a loose football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Pacheco is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Once more, it's Pacheco. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is third and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. On a first down run, call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
This is your game, baby. Ain't no joke on here right now. Take it. Pay attention. Let's go for it, boys. Hey, what we got?
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he's out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. Both teams making their final adjustments of the season during this long halftime break. Who will claim the Lombardi Trophy? To find out, we go back to Brandon and Charles in Vegas for the second half of Super Bowl 58.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi Trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That's the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. Now Mahomes. And no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs first down as the tackle made right at the 30-yard line. That one goes for 8 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that'll be caught by Tony. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. On play action, it's Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Mahomes now on first down. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 36 yards on the play.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So that, Charles, their first score of the ball game, obviously, coming here in the 3rd quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be...
And got his man complete. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 30 yards there.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Niners are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl.
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play,
take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. So they say he went out of bounds, came back in, then touched the football.
Can't be the first guy to touch it when you come back in bounds. That's why the penalty goes against them. Have to know where you are on the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the 49ers are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Extra point try now for Moody.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watched the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7, or even routes versus air. They're accurate, the receivers catch it, the ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. That sack was by Isaiah Oliver from his cornerback position.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Javon Hargrave in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
And that's his 3rd sack, and that ties a Super Bowl record. Makes me think of my old college teammate, Reggie White. He had 3 with the Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 31. Darnell Dockett of Arizona, Super Bowl 43. And Coney Ealy, 3 sacks for the Panthers against Denver in Super Bowl 50.
All those sacks, they've only been an official record since Super Bowl 17. I know it's believed that L.C. Greenwood unofficially had 4 way back in Super Bowl 10.
Wearing those golden high tops as well.
And there's just 1 quarter that remains in this edition of the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, as we get set for the 4th quarter.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
Now that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10.
At their own 42.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
Touchdown 49ers.
Brandon Ayuk,
His 2nd touchdown this Super Bowl.
and the Niners start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25.
The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field.
And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From midfield, here's Mahomes.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's 2nd and 10.
And again, it's Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a 1st down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez Scantling. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Mahomes firing complete.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Finding Kelsey once again.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. Here's Pacheco. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
They'll run for it with Pacheco. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And his 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. That one looks like he'll throw here.
And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. And now here comes Kansas City.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That's complete to Tony.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Now a 2nd and 2. Now here's Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs first down as he's across midfield to the 48.
7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Now it's Mahomes again. He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
And the San Francisco 49ers will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as Super Bowl champions.
For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy.